he's egotistical, narcissistic. Because who the hell does that to someone that they allegedly have beat the actually beat the hell out of
right.
and allegedly forced to have sex? You don't do that. That's not normal.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just ain't real life street stars. You know what time it is.
Nah, man, it's like, I don't know, watching these court cases, it's just crazy, man. We're a week in to Diddy's thing, man. What do you predict the next 3 weeks are gonna be? Because they say it's gonna be 8-week trial? So what do you predict? I mean, we're already kind of getting some crazy stuff week one. What do you predict can happen?
I'm thinking we're going to start looking at days, if not weeks, or week of financial transactions. I think we're going to get maybe an expert or two to talk about Cassie's mental state. We're going to have the 2 alleged sex trafficking individuals, if we already haven't had one. And we're going to talk to experts as to the whole transportation portion of the act. And so I think they're going to lay it out to get to the conclusion that I said early on, that Cassie is not the victim. She's an unwilling co-conspirator.
When Diddy, he put up the hearts to Cassie, like, I love you, and stuff. Would you have told him, like, hey, man, don't do that?
Man, I lost a case. I lost a trial because I did something that I normally don't do. I tried the case by myself without co-counsel and someone to watch my client. And so I had 3 police officers, got each one of them to say that they lied. Got each one of them to tell a story that the other one lied. Got a civilian witness who said she saw the whole thing from the very beginning and got her to admit that she was in the bathroom, saw a commotion up front, and pushed her way through a NCAA tournament crowd at a bar to get outside so she can see what's going on. So you didn't see it from the very beginning. Got all of that done. And the bailiff said, man, your guy lost the case for you. I said, what are you talking about? He said, man, when you had them up there and you were ripping them apart, when they were lying, when the state was asking them questions, they were lying. He said, man, he looked like the most scariest dude ever. He was angry. He was clenching his fist. He was making faces, and he was doing all these things, right? And then when you came back, then he was kind of celebrating and smiling. And he said, and you could tell the jury was no longer looking at the witness. They spent their whole time looking at your client.
Right.
And I was like, this dude. So your client's mannerisms, and we talked about it before.
Right.
You want them to stay basically stone-faced, not worried, not excited. You don't want a whole lot of hand movements. You don't want a whole lot of tales as far as how they feel the case is going. You want them to just sit there and you want the case to be the case. And so him making a heart sign feeds into what? He's egotistical, narcissistic. Because who the hell does that to someone that they allegedly have actually beat the hell out of
Right.
and allegedly forced to have sex? You don't do that. That's not normal.
His hair is gray now.
Right.
Right. Do you think that the gray hair helps him or hurts him?
I think that they don't have hair products in jail. I don't think they have hair products in jail.
Right.
So I think that is what it is.
You think if this was televised, that there would be different opinions going on in the media? Or you think?
No. No. I think that everyone has formed an opinion based off their own personal experience. If you are, a person of faith and you married your high school sweetheart and you've never been with anyone else, these type of acts
are crazy.
Shock your senses to the point where you can't get over.
Shout out RealLyfe Street Stars, nigga. Move. Hey.